Hi, I'm Kim, and this is A Safe Place for Rufus by Jill Seeney. Rufus was curled up in his favourite place, thinking his favourite thoughts, but he hadn't always felt so at home. When Rufus was a kitten, he lived with a different family, who weren't always kind. Sometimes they shouted at him, sometimes there was no food for him. When he was hungry, Rufus used to dream of pilchards. Everyone was kind and gentle in his new home, but when Rufus first arrived, he roared like a tiger if ever he was cross. He wouldn't eat anything apart from pilchards, and if anyone raised their voice, he shot to the top of the tree at the bottom of the garden before you could say Rufus Robinson. Some days, bad memories crept up on Rufus and chased him around the house. They followed him here, there, and everywhere. He tried hiding in the chimney stack, but it was too sooty. He tried hiding in the shoe cupboard, but that was too smelly. Then he found a sunny spot on top of the garden shed. Simply perfect, until a big gust of wind nearly blew him down. Rufus could not get away from his bad thoughts. Sometimes he ran round and round until he could run no more. One day, when his door suddenly banged, he dived into the laundry basket on the landing, but got caught up in a tangle of washing. Rufus roared his loudest, but the washing muffled his voice. He fought like a tiger, but struggling only tangled him up further. Finally, he let out an enormous sigh and flopped down in the basket. Rufus looked up from underneath the washing to see a skylight on the landing. Streaming down were hundreds of tiny twinkling sunbeams. As they danced their way into the house, they came to rest on a beautiful blue velvet cushion on top of the chest of drawers. Rufus gently shook himself, and he found that he was free of everything that was tying him down. With a huge leap, he landed on the cushion. At last, a safe place for Rufus. Somewhere cosy and calm from which to watch the world go by. He wondered whether some kind person had put the cushion there especially for him. Rufus felt like a king. Sitting on his throne, he could dream his dreams as the sunbeams worked their magic. There was no room here for bad memories to chase him. Like a wisp of smoke, they floated out of the window. On his blue cushion, Rufus sometimes dreamt of his favourite places. But mostly he stayed close to home. Wherever he went, he always came back for meal times, and now he'd like lots of things to eat as well as pilchards. As time went by, Rufus found family and friends to share his time and troubles with, and he settled into his new home. But his favourite place is still the blue cushion. It's always there for him whenever he needs it. I wonder where your safe place would be. Subscribe to Therapeutic Stories for stories that heal.